There's so many people I want to thank, but let me limit it to my family, starting with my wife, Heidi. My son, Sammy. And my parents, Dave and Phil Weiser. Where are they? Who are somewhere here.
Aviva.
And my daughter, Aviva, who amazingly, she's on the East Coast, but we beat her bedtime. Where are my parents? My family story, as you know, is one of hope and optimism. My mom was born in a Nazi concentration camp on April 13th, 1945. And 1 week later, she was liberated by the U.S. Army. My family came to the United States of America because they believed in this nation committed to freedom and opportunity for all. And in my family, we are one generation from surviving the Holocaust to standing before you as Colorado's Attorney General. That's America. I often think about my grandmother's resilience during these challenging times. I would ask my grandmother, Bubby, which is what I called her, how did you believe you would have a better future? And she would say to me, it's easier to believe. She refused to give up hope. And tonight in Colorado, we hold on to hope. Colorado, as we know well, is truly a special state. I spoke recently to John Kellner, and I thanked him for his commitment to the rule of law and democracy and the will of the people. We in Colorado should not take for granted that we had two candidates for Attorney General who accepted the results of the 2020 presidential election. We should not take for granted that we had two candidates who showed up to 13 debates and forums across our whole state. We know that our democracy is facing great strains, and in Colorado, we can and we must be a beacon for our nation. Just last week, we lost a friend of mine, a friend of many of ours, Minority Leader Hugh McCain. We will honor Hugh in a couple days, and it's worth remembering how he represented what is best about Colorado: a commitment to problem solving, a kind spirit, and someone who built authentic relationships. As I continue to lead, I will hold on to Hugh's memory as a blessing. I am grateful that my Republican predecessor, Attorney General Cynthia Kaufman, supported me in this journey. I am grateful that sitting Republican State Senator Don Coram endorsed me for re-election. And I'm grateful that former Republican House Speaker Russ George is on our team. Let's recognize how special this is. In Colorado, we gather in friendship. We work hard to build relationships on trust, and we make sure that every single voter in Colorado knows that they count and they matter to us. When Ken Salazar first talked to me about running, he said, Phil, you've got to go to every single county. You've got to ask for their vote. And then my family accompanied me as I did that for election. I did that as Attorney General, and in my re-election, we got donations from individuals in all 64 counties. 4 years ago when I was here, I talked about my commitment to serving as the people's lawyer. Now I stand before you with a team and a record of what that means, which is advancing the rule of law, protecting our democracy, and promoting justice for all. We have more work to do in a second term. As we do this work, we will keep in mind that Colorado's role is to be a beacon for our nation, a government of the people, by the people, and say it with me, for the people. That's what Abraham Lincoln said. That rings true today. And as we do this work to perfect our union, it's important we do it without demonizing others, without ever condescending to others, and without ever forgetting all the people who are experiencing trauma and challenges who we can lift up. As it says in Scripture, we are not obligated to complete the work, but we are not free to desist from doing our part. As we continue this work, my promise to you will be the same. I will be a stronger Attorney General. I will be a fairer Attorney General. And yes, I will be a wiser Attorney General. Thank you, Colorado.